very warm welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Global TV Midday News live in Nigeria's capital, Abuja. I am Fauziya Lukman. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is currently presiding over the Federal Executive Council FEC meeting in the State House in Abuja. This is the second meeting of the council since the inauguration meeting held on Monday, August 28, 2023. Before the commencement of the meeting at the council chamber of the presidential villa, the president saw in 3 newly appointed ministers cleared by the Nigerian Senate, expanding the federal cabinet to a record-breaking 48 members. Uyi Agbomofuegbe has the details. President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of Adedayo Benjamin Laniyi as the pioneer-minded secretary for the newly created Women Affairs Secretariat of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA. This was disclosed via a post on FCTA official X handle on Monday. A statement signed by the Director of Press to the FCT Minister, Anthony Oguneye, said Benjamin Laniyi will play a pivotal role in the FCTA commitment to promoting the well-being and empowerment of women and children in the FCT. He added that Benjamin Laniyi was born in 1965, hails from Ogun State, noting that she was appointed for her exemplary qualifications and dedication to the public service. The federal government has announced its readiness to commence the payment of 9-month backlog of N-Power beneficiaries who are at the program beginning from November. It announced this on Monday through the N-Power National Program Manager, Akindele Ekbawalu, who disclosed this during a meeting with some N-Power beneficiaries at his office in Abuja. Ekbawalu, in a statement issued by the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, stated that the main purpose of the temporary suspension of the program was to address matters directly affecting beneficiaries. He said the N-Power program will be continued as the Renewed Hope Job Creation Program under the supervision of the Humanitarian Minister. Ekbawalu said the scheme would also expand to target 5 million beneficiaries in 5 years, where 1 million youths will be absorbed each year under the graduate and non-graduate stream. The federal government has reiterated that only Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs Ministry, FMDIG, has the mandate to certify payment of zonal intervention or constituency project executed by ministries, departments and agencies of the government, MDAs. A press statement signed by the ministry's head press and protocol, Anastasia Ogbonna, said the federal government made this known in a service-wide circular themed Reverse Guidelines on the Implementation of Zonal Intervention Project, ZIP, and Constituency Project, CP, signed by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume. No payment shall be made to any contractor of ZIP on CP by MDAs without verification for the execution of such project or programs and certification by the FMSDGA, the circular read in part. The circular further stated that all implementing MDAs shall invite the FMDGA to verify all zonal intervention, constituency project, ZIP and CP as contained in both ZIP appropriation and capital appropriation, adding that before now, non-compliance with the guidelines has led to a lack of proper implementation of government programs and projects. Governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, has assured the electorate that the November 11, 2023 governorship election will be free, fair, credible and transparent. He, however, urged the voters to defend their votes after casting their ballot in order to guard against manipulation. Governor Uzodinma spoke at the inauguration of the Imo Progressive Movement, IPM, an organization which the convener and member of the House of Representatives for Ohaji, Egbema, Ogunta, Oru West Federal Constituency, Eugene Dibiago, said was formed to support the re-election of the government and to chart a new political paradigm for the state. The governor assured the electorate, particularly the Imo youths, that the environment will be made conducive for them to cast their ballot. Uzodinma told Imo youths that he would also create a conducive environment that will guarantee wealth creation, poverty alleviation, provision of scholarship, and standard education. Operatives of the Nigerian Police Force and Department of State Security (DSS) has sealed up the secretariat of the People Democratic Party (PDP) in Akure, the state capital, on Monday morning. It is believed that the development was to prevent a peaceful protest planned by the PDP youths over Governor Oluwarotimi Akinredolu's whereabouts after being absent for the state since April 2023. The ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) had on Sunday said it uncovered plans by the PDP to investigate a crisis in Akure, the state capital, on Monday, according to the ruling party. In a statement by the Public Secretary Alex Kalajayi, the essence of the arrangement was to create a semblance of political instability in the peaceful state and portray the ruling party in a bad light ahead of the governorship election coming up next year. Workers of the Nigerian Postal Service on Monday shut down the head office of the service in Abuja in a protest against the appointment of Tola Odeyemi as its chief executive officer and postmasters general on Monday. President Bola Tinubu had last Wednesday fired the former chief executive officer of the Nigerian Postal Service, Sunday Adepoju. The president made this known through a statement by his special advisor on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngilali, titled President Tinubu appoints new leadership across the communications, innovation and digital economy sectors. Moving on, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency Kaduna State Command on Monday said it has seized 398,192 kg of illicit drugs and arrested 69 suspects in the state. The state commander NDLEA Ibrahim Braji disclosed that the seizure and the arrest was made in September. Braji added that 14 illicit drug joints in the state dismantled were in Rogasa, Gwantu, Enkifi, Nasarawa, Television, and Romi. Others were in Kantin Aga, Kabalandoki, Tudunwada, Agwa, Turkania, Kakuri, Ngoma Azu, and Gambari Zaria State. He stated that the 398,192 kilograms of drugs seized included Indian hemp, cocaine, methamphetamine, tramadol, and psychotropic substances. Chief of the Army Staff Lieutenant General Taurid Lagbaja has cautioned officers and soldiers on the 6th Division of the Nigerian Army against working with economic saboteurs and kidnappers around their area of operation. Lieutenant General Lagbaja gave the last warning during a visit to the 6th Division headquarters in Port Harcourt. The formations and unit warned soldiers against illicit activities. Kikeloma Okeri has the details. The new Executive Secretary and Chief Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission (NIPC), Aisha Rimi, has pledged to advance Nigeria's economy through strategic investment promotion. Rimi made this pledge during her opening address after resuming at the NIPC headquarters on Monday in Abuja. President Bola Tinubu approved the appointment of a new lineup of leadership of 12 agencies and parastatals under the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment. According to a statement by the President's Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngilali, the move aligned with the President's resolve to base Nigeria's economic revival on the foundation of trade expansion through small, medium and large-scale industry facilitation in Nigeria. The Court of Appeal has sacked a lawmaker representing Adamawa North Senatorial District in the National Assembly, Senator Ishaku Abu. The Court of Appeal in Abuja voided the election of Abu of the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC). The APC senator confirmed the development to newsmen that the court voided his election in favor of the candidate of the People Democratic Party (PDP), Amos Yohana. Babatunde Ajayi, a former Special Assistant to Lagos State Commissioner for Health, Akin Abayomi, has been appointed the new General Manager of the Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA. The news of his appointment was announced by the agency on Monday in a statement via X. Ajayi will be replacing Dapo Fashewe, the outgoing General Manager of the agency. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, the National Veterinary Research Institute, the Niger Delta University Teaching Hospital, the Pandemic Science Institute of the University of Oxford, The United Kingdom Public Health Rapid Support Team and stakeholders in Lagos and Rivers State have on Monday launched a multidisciplinary research project to address the knowledge gaps on Mpox. The Mpox Research Project, epidemiological and clinical investigation of Mpox in Nigeria, a multidisciplinary research project informed case management and outbreak prevention and control, will also help to improve the public health response to Mpox virus in Nigeria and beyond. You're watching Global TV Midday News, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. On StarTime channel 276. Kindly follow us across social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. When Global TV Midday News returns, National Bureau of Statistics says Nigeria inflation has soared up to 26.72%. The news continues shortly with details of this and other stories right after this short break. Please don't go away. Welcome back to Global Television, bringing you live broadcasts of the midday news from the nation's capital, Abuja. As we turn to foreign scene now, President Joe Biden will continue to landmark trip to Israel Wednesday, a show of ironclad support as Washington tries to prevent the escalating war in Gaza from spilling over into regional conflict. The trip comes just days after Gaza-based Hamas fighters broke through Israel's heavy fortified border, shooting, stabbing, and burning to death more than 1,400 people, most of them civilians. Shell-shocked Israelis have responded with withering airstrikes on Hamas-controlled Gaza and by deploying tens of thousands of troops to the border in preparation of a full-scale ground offensive. Secretary of the State Antony Blinken said Biden's visit will be a statement of solidarity with Israel and an ironical-clad commitment to its security. Washington has already sent 2 aircraft carrier strike groups to eastern Mediterranean to deter hostile actions against Israel. Some business news now. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana SAN has disclosed that the Central Bank of Nigeria CBN only printed 402 billion naira to replace about 3 trillion naira old banknotes withdrawn from circulation during the currency redesign policy in early part of 2023. Falana said he relied on the Provision Freedom of Information (FOL) Act to obtain details about the amount of currencies printed and management of implementation process. Recall that the CBN has said it redesigned to higher denomination of banknotes to check counterfeit and vote buying during the 2023 general election. The situation put the country in currency strain before and during the election. Falana said during the currency scarcity period when some people collapsed and others died while on queue to get cash at various banks, with some banks attacked and burnt by frustrated bank customers, the CBN failed to show sympathy with Nigerians. The United States Department of Agriculture (USDA), including stakeholders and the Nigerian cocoa farmers, have concluded plans to come together in Abuja a week to move address and prevalent socio-economic issues harming the sustainability of Nigeria's cocoa industry. The event, which is the second edition of the National Cocoa Festival, will bring together local and international cocoa industry stakeholders to diverse pragmatic approach that can move the sector forward towards sustainability and return Nigeria back to being a leading cocoa producing origin country as it was in the 60s. The USDA, through its Food and Progress program, will also launch its traceability and resilience in the agriculture and cocoa ecosystem of Nigeria. Trace project with the implementing lead organization Lutheran World Relief and other partners. There is a significant need for collective action to upscale Nigeria's cocoa sustainable production in order to meet demand, which includes improving its traceability. The federal government has said Nigeria's power transmission capacity increased 8,500 megawatts. It discloses through the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, a federal government firm, stressing that TCN was currently capable of evacuating every quantum of electricity produced by power generation companies. Speaking on the sideline of the just concluded biannual joint operations, general and distribution companies plan meeting in Abuja, the general manager of TCN, Ajibode Oluwagbenga, said the government was not relenting in raising Nigeria's power transmission capacity. The meeting, which was hosted by the Abuja Electric Distribution Company, has senior officials of various power generation, transmission and distribution companies in attendance. Sliding events at the 2026 Milan Cortina Winter Olympics will be staged outside Italy following the failure to build a new track in Cortina. It was announced on Monday. Milan Cortina chief Giovanni Malago told the International Olympics Committee session in Mumbai his organization has been effectively ordered by the Italian government to move the bobsleigh, lodge and skeleton competitions to a new site following an estimated doubling of cost for the Cortina track to 80 million euros. He said recent global financial trouble has forced a reflection on the resources' original allocation by the Italian government. As a result, Milano Cortina 2026 has identified another venue outside Italy. Despite the changes of plans, the organizing committee president insisted Italy is ready to stage the games scheduled for February 6th to 22nd, 2026, followed by the Paralympics from March 6th to 15th. That's it on Global TV Midday News, and it came to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. One Star Time, channel 276. Kindly follow us across social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. On behalf of the production team, I am Fauziya Lukman, thanking you so very much for watching.